Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky that.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that.
Bomb,
Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb. I said drop a bomb, Dad.
What's good? What's really good, people? Could you imagine? Look at the stacked panel that I have for you today. It's me, and it's just Pav.
People are slacking, mate, moving like Garnacho, man. Disobedient.
What a panel, you know what I mean? What a panel. Could you imagine? Nobody's here, but you know, I'm not having anybody saying that it's Joe's fault why the show's always late. I'm not having it anymore. This narrative that you have needs to leave your mind. As you can see, I am on time. And only my brown brethren is with me, and he's on time. Yeah, don't give me this black man late shit no more. I don't want to hear it no more. Keep my name out your mouth. Oh, but look who's pulled up. Oh, no, he's letting the team
Who's
down.
pulled up? Who's pulled up?
It's a fellow black man. It's Leon
You know what? You know what? I was following your lead, Joe. I was following your lead. I was thinking, you know what? He ain't gonna be here. So.
No. We're not gonna do that. I was here. Yeah. And
you know
I
what?
sent the link early.
Manners. You know what? You done your thing. You was here. I'll give you that. Do you know what I mean? So
come on.
Apologies.
Get rid of this narrative. This narrative must change. It's not a black man thing. But then it's a Jack man thing. It's not a black man thing. That's really good though. You all right?
What's good, man? What's good? You know what? It's kind of I'm almost like it's like I'm celebrating that the season's over. I ain't gonna lie. It's like
the storm's disappeared, man. Storm's disappeared.
Like a relief. Do you know what I mean? Like woosah. Do you know what I mean? So
you might feel like the storm disappeared. You might feel like
the storm's disappeared for now. Who knows? But there might be aftershocks in a couple of months, isn't it? But
yeah, for now,
we can rebuild.
Yeah, because almost like I've just been in the doldrums. Like after that Tottenham defeat, I'm like, you know what? I didn't even really care about the Villa game. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like it is what it is. But I kind of knew they'll turn up and just put on a show or whatever. And to be fair, if it weren't for the kind of the joke refereeing decisions, then who knows how that game would have ended out anyway. We might have seen the same United that we normally see. But I kind of knew that the game was a dead rubber. We'll show up, we'll show something, show the fans, blah, blah, blah. The guys look like heroes. You're not heroes, man. But we'll see. Listen, we're going to get two things. The season's over now. We reset, move forward, hopefully. Like, listen. I don't know, innit? I don't know. We'll see.
Bro, you see what you're talking about? I'm going to be completely honest with you right now, yeah? I still haven't watched the last match of the season.
You still not watched it. But I don't blame you. I don't blame you, though.
Highlights. I even watched the highlights. I said we won. I was like, I didn't even care.
No, I heard that. But that's how it's got. That's how it's got us, though. That's how it's got us because we like. It's once again the reset button is well and truly being pressed now because like we was talking a whole. Listen, don't get me wrong. We weren't overzealous in our predictions, but we was kind of, we had that confidence that was going to do what was going to do. It didn't happen. And it's almost like, now what have you got to show for it? There's nothing. So it is press the button and I need to see something. Now we need to see something next season. But,
This is what I'm going to say right now, yeah? Looking forward to next season. Next season is looking kind of spicy because from what I'm seeing right now, let's be honest. Pav, Leon, let's be real. One thing is going to be for certain. We are going to be a very different Manchester United next season, 100%. Regardless if you like it or not. Yeah? 100%. Regardless if you like the situation or not, we're going to look like a very, very different Manchester United next season. And that has to lead me into this conversation right now that I'm talking about. And it's obviously the guy that's on the thumbnail, this guy right here. Probably first out the door. Probably the first one that's gonna get gone. Yeah. And who was it reporting? So I was reading on the BBC website, right? That who was it? Let me just make sure I've got my right information before everybody says that I'm lying. The iPaper. BBC has reported that iPaper, yeah. So it's one article from another to another. That basically had the Napoli representatives are going to be in Manchester over this weekend to try and sort out a quick move for Garnacho.
Get the move done. Get it done. Wrap it up,
bro. Manchester United. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure that the guests are hearing exactly what I'm saying, because they've just pulled up. We've got some late arrivals. We've got some late arrivals of yo Riri.
What's going on?
Riri.
What time do you call this, Riri?
Huh?
What time do you call this?
I had to get backup squad.
You know, Riri, I already said Riri. You know what it was? We were just following Joe's lead, isn't it? Like we normally, me and you are normally waiting, just chilling.
Yeah, no, you know what it is? I'm not home. I think Joe knows I'm not. I'm in Orlando, so like all my configuration on my laptop got wiped out because I'm on my sister's Wi-Fi. So yeah, I had to like log into my Gmail because I linked my StreamYard to like my Gmail and stuff. So I had to like completely, So that's why I was like 5 minutes late.
I understand, but still appreciate you pulling up as always.
Of course, like I told you, Joe, you're on my calendar every Monday. I mean, even though today's a holiday here, so
it's a holiday here too. Too. I'm pulling up. I've got to. Yes, and the one, the only Caucasian on the panel.
Man, like
representing.
Yeah, bro, you're my token this week. What's going on?
I mean, people who see me might question that statement, but you know.
No. Hey, light skin tax. You get light skin tax. That's what it is.
Oh, God,
no, we come in all shades. Even Peter, we're not even sure he's Jamaican, bro. He's just a light shade.
Yeah.
I mean, Yardy dispels that every day. You know?
Yeah, man.
You get me? I just got different shades today, bro. Different shades. But anyway, back to the subject at hand, guys. Thank you for pulling up. Now we have a panel. What I was talking about before you pulled up was the fact that iPaper. I read this through BBC, so I'm going to say it's a credible source. iPaper is saying that the representatives from Napoli are going to be pulling up at Manchester over this weekend to try and discuss getting Garnacho for around 40 mil, while Manchester United are still pushing for about 60. But the thing is, Manchester United are looking to get this deal done as quick as possible, so we could see Garnacho leave for a cheaper price than they initially want. But that could open up to the doors for the likes of Mbeumo. Do you know what I mean? It's being said that the move of Garnacho could be directly linked with the move of Mbeumo. So if that guy gets gone, we could see Mbeumo come through the door very quickly. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Manchester United is feeling like it's going to look very different, but at the same time, very good next season. What do you say to this?
Well, first, I'm going to quickly jump in. First, I don't think Dongmiro, and we need, Premier League proven players. Yeah, so that's why I don't listen. I'm behind the Mbeumo thing because I could feel that what my man can do, right? But at the same time, I don't want the stress and the need for this rebuild to be a case of let's do some quick sells. Like, so in terms of the Garnacho thing, like Garnacho is and I know they're talking about 100% profit. I get all of that, but let's not do that. Let's not just force it down the road of just take whatever's possible. Because even like I had this debate the other day. No, to be fair, not even the other day. Like, I'm just chatting rubbish, right? I was talking to my brother, and we was talking about Scott, Super Scott, McSauce, right? And obviously, don't get me wrong, quick cut price, 25, gone. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that. Obviously, now if you're talking about the tax on him now, if someone's trying to buy him now, it might be a different thing. But I don't want us to go down the route of just selling people for the sake of selling people to get the money in the door when we're really kind of cutting our nose to spite our face. So Garnacho is someone realistically, if you're looking at the long-term kind of goal for Garnacho, if we're talking about doing less than 40s and we're talking about like doing cut price 20s and 25s, I'd rather hold out. And if Mbremo's not the guy, then we have to kind of go down a different route. But at the same time, what I'm seeing from obviously all the sources is that it's not just a case of a Champions League thing with Mbremo. He's maybe seeing the vision, and the badge is probably calling him more than what we think our badge is. Obviously, the money, of course, the money's there. Of course, Mr. Blackman, the money's there, innit? But at the same time, you have to remember the badge is the badge, innit? The badge is the badge, yeah? So certain people, depending obviously how they look at it, they might be thinking, you know, the long-term goal, the long-term aim, if I can bring United back to where it's supposed to be, sponsor, I'm going to get my money back anyway. Do you know what I mean? Champions League's coming.
Hey, Leon, on a real though, yeah. Sorry, Joe, on a real. And Bremer might just be sitting there looking, look at what Onana's done. I need to make my country proud again.
You know what? I love that. Love that one. Yeah, I love that one. I love that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, someone needs to bring glory back to their country because neither him or NN is doing anything proud right now.
I was just about to say, don't forget NN in that.
Bro, people, those players suffer from hero syndrome. Yeah, they all suffer from hero syndrome. They all think that they are the players that will bring Man United back. Bro, we need Jesus, bro. We need Jesus. We need everybody, every religious person, every prophet. We need everyone, bro, to resurrect this club. We don't need Mbumo. We need Jesus.
Man need Jesus. How much we pay for Jesus though?
Bro, you know what's so funny based on
like
that statement that Peter just made, right? So everybody was like, "Yo, who's gonna come to this club? Who's gonna this? Who's that gonna that? Look where we finish in the table." But you see that statement that Peter just made? That's what entices people to come to this club. That's what brings them here, because they think that they're gonna be the one.
I would have that ego, 100%.
No, of course, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, me as well.
When I hear people say like, "Oh, who's gonna come to this club?" I think people forget that monarch is still a thing. Like, you know, it may not drive fear into other teams, but there are people out there that still would like to come to this club and be a part of the "I told you so" or "Look what I could do for this club" group. You know what I mean? So listen, if they can get Garnacho gone and that money can go towards bringing somebody else in that's is actually gonna play team ball and not play selfish ball, I'm all for it. And I've been watching. I like him.
What's the minimum you'd want though? What's the minimum you want for him though? Because
Garnacho?
Yeah.
I would say 50 or 60.
I agree.
I'll take that.
I mean,
With a sell-on clause as well.
Yeah, most definitely. Pav, you know how I feel about how they've been doing our contracts, bro. Like, they gotta do better.
Would you take the 40 that they're offering? Would you take the 40 that they're offering?
No, 45 minimum.
That's what's on the table.
No.
If we're dealing with it like a football manager thing, so I would normally slap on like a little 25, 30, 40% sell-on clause. This is me talking about football manager.
No,
So,
yeah, definitely.
you know what I mean?
But Pav knows how I feel about the contracts that we've been doing with our players. Like our players, you know, like McTominay and like Malacia and those things. Like those contracts. Like look what Chelsea did to us with Mount. Like they got money from that Mount sale for FA last year when we won, for second place this year in the Europa. Like we got to do better with our contracts, bro. Like legit got to do better with our contracts. When
have we got 30% on Greenwood?
That's the only
50%.
one.
Is it 50%? That's what I'm saying. So that could come to fruition.
Obviously, the Alvaro one as well, I think is around that as well.
40, 50.
Yeah. And then I think there might be, it was a defender we sold last year for like 8 mil.
Ambala.
Yeah, I think we got to sell. Who did we sell him to?
Villarreal.
You remember, bro?
I don't even know if he's done well or not, but I know we got a clause on him.
Here's the thing. You see, when it comes to these new selling, I mean, these new people that we need to get rid of, yeah? The likes of Rashford, Anthony, yeah?
Sancho.
Even Sancho, especially, yeah. These three actually, I think when we watch these transfers, we can decide how well
Yeah.
Ineos are moving from now on.
No. Of course,
The
definitely.
But you cannot add
the McTominay one was like it had to be done, and it was
Yeah,
quick, and he freed up a lot of other funds because he was homegrown and all that. But sorry, go on, Peter.
you cannot add a sell-on clause on Rashford, bro. He's like 27. Even if someone buys him, like they'll buy him from like what
But
10 million.
I wouldn't
It'll
say
be
a sell-on.
add-ons. It can only be add-ons.
Yeah, add-ons.
Whatever
Yeah,
the
add-ons, yeah.
add-ons are, like like I said, with like Chelsea did with us with Mount, like if he goes somewhere and he wins a chance, like we get money out of that. You know what I mean? Same for Garnacho. You know what I mean? Like whatever we can make money off of these people even after they're gone, because every other team's doing it. We're just like either having these players leave on a free where we can't capitalize on anything, or
On the Napoli thing, I don't think the club should try to like sell him as quick as though, because you want to try attract more attention from other clubs. I think Atletico Madrid were interested in him because obviously we took him from there, innit? Maybe they might want him back. I think like try to get a couple of clubs involved and get a bit of a bidding war going as well.
Yeah, but also Napoli has money.
Involved for him for a bidding war though.
Well, didn't Fabrizio say that there was many clubs inquired about him in January? So I know obviously Napoli and Chelsea were the two main ones, but there's obviously some unnamed clubs as well. I don't know, maybe some other Serie A teams, but
there'll be a couple more Italian teams.
yeah, try to like get some good money for him and a good deal in it, because if you just sell him, we don't want to sell him
and
cheap.
it's not sorry, Bob.
Yeah, go on.
It's not like from January to now he's declined. Like he did well in the Europa. Like he did do well in the Europa. Outside of scoring goals, like he was making an impact in a lot of the games that we did play. So it's not like his form completely fell off a cliff or something in the last couple of months since January when people were asking about him. So it's those same people that came in for him in January shouldn't have fallen off and not wanting to take him now.
And the thing is, right, he was never going to be a left wing back. We know this. Like, I don't think you can mold him into a left wing back, and Amorim doesn't really use left wingers. It's the 10 or the left wing back. Like, he wasn't really going to fit into either two, and a lot of us said even then that he would probably go anyway. So like all of what's happened now is just accelerating everything. Again, like I'm disappointed in the guy because you've seen what some players have done in the last few years, and you've gone down the same route and talking, or getting your family members talking. Like you've not helped yourself.
He came out and said it straight up. It's not even just his family members.
Yeah, no, we said it. But you know what? To be fair, him and his brother orchestrated that anyway. They were ready to kind of drop that. That was ready. That was premeditated. He knew what was going on. Do you know what I mean?
Well, he had to know when he didn't start, because I'm sure he knew that he was. I'm sure he wanted to start that final.
Yeah, they would have known after their training at Carrington, innit? So
he'd have been known that he wasn't starting. He was coming off the bench, so.
And he was pushing for this move already. So we all know he was pushing for the move in January.
Listen, I wish the kid all the best. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and bash him. And if he thinks he can go somewhere else and be that star for that club, then more power to him. You know what I mean? But if we're going to treat Rashford the way we did in Jan, for what he did, then it's got to be the same across the board for anybody that, thinks they're bigger than the badge, or not playing for the badge.
We can't be player FC. We need 100% everyone behind this club. Now, and if you show any inkling that you're not, and it's about you or whatever, I just feel like I've got no time for it now, because this is the lowest it can be for me. I can't do this anymore. I need to.
And do you know what? It could have been two different ways as well. Like obviously he's going to be a casualty because the board and obviously Ratcliffe are sticking by Amorim, and if they were going to sack him, this guy probably would have stayed. But because they're sticking by him, he's got to be one of the casualties. We said this before, like there is going to be casualties, and there might be some players that we like that might go, but obviously there's certain ones I definitely don't want to go. But Garnacho, again, for me, he's not. I'd say he's probably had about a 10 to 15% improvement since he burst on the scene. Yeah, he's had one worldy moment where he won the Puskas Award.
Yeah.
Like you've got that, but other than that, I've not seen major improvements with this guy.
I mean, I have to agree with you on that, yeah. But the thing is with the Garnacho thing as well, is once again, players that are not good enough being thrust into the limelight for too long, that they will have wealthy moments. They will have occasions where they are pulling the team because they've been put in that position and just overused. Just let's just face it, overused and not developed properly because we've been in desperate times. And now that we hopefully can get rid of half the people that think they're too good for their too big for their boots and their positions that are first team positions, where really and truly they should be either coming off the bench or maybe even be going on loan to develop, because none of these guys that we're talking, so well, at least this person right now, Garnacho, is not a finished product anyway. Yeah. So we're going to try and bring in someone who is a finished product, or well, I'm not going to say a finished product, but he's basically in the prime of his development in the likes of Mbeumo to try and get us further up. Because this is what we're missing. We're missing experienced players that were in their prime. Yeah, we can't get any.
So, Joe, do you think Ineos's plan has backfired on them? Because remember when they come in, they said they were going to go down basically the Chelsea route, trusting in the young players, and now they're going for like the 25-year-olds, the 26. So they even know that now they can't do this. They can't afford to keep doing this or trust putting their faith in the a young squad. I've said this all the time. Yeah, you have to have a mixture of players. You have to have the experience. You have to have a couple of leaders in the dressing room. Yeah, you got your young players that are coming through. But what they were planning to do was going down the Chelsea route. Yeah, just having 19 to 20-year-olds. Because I read the reports. I was like, nah. They can't be serious. Yeah, because but it'll be like 6-7 years before we even talk about maybe qualifying for the Champions League if that's the route you're going down. Now they're going for the Cunha, looking at Mbeumo. There's even the article that Peter posted about Eze from Rob Dawson. That Man United are looking at Eze as well.
What,
So
Peter? Hold on.
Yeah, it's in the group chat.
Rob Dawson, yeah.
Bring it up, bro.
the club right now, we can't afford to not be in like Champions League, bro. We can't keep doing it. 3 years of this like mess we've been seeing now. I don't want to go into next year. The same thing.
Listen, this is why I'm excited at the same time that we're definitely going to see a different Manchester United next season.
I won't get excited. I won't get excited, bro. Not until.
I can't get excited until especially with the outgoing side of it. Because if I see that happening, then I could have a bit more faith in terms of maybe some stuff is going to happen the other way, and in terms of that kind of development, that reset that everyone's talking about. But if we don't, because we all know it's easy to sit on the money. It's easy. It's not easy to get rid of people. It's easy to get rid of people if you want to cut losses, but how we do it will tell me everything that I need to know.
That Casey, that's crazy. Not even me, who's logical.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's a hot take.
If 7 years, that's crazy. That is a crazy take, bro. Crazy.
If it takes us 6 or 7 years, we'll go bankrupt.
100.
That's what I mean. That's why the club. Yeah, that's why the club having to buy semi-ready or 3/4 ready players. Yeah, willing to take on the next step. Like obviously, them coming in now at the age of 25. This is going to be like obviously probably their last, or maybe like they might have another club, but who knows? And how bad or good they perform. But and then you keep writing about leaving Bremer. Yeah, guess what? We're going to take Baleba as well next year. You scrub. We're going to take all your Cameroonian best players, bro. You keep crying, bro. Baleba's coming to our club next year as well.
I will tell. These guys, hey, listen, the Cameroonians on our team have got a bad reputation right now. Yeah, so hopefully,
bro. When I tell you, Onana has really messed it up for that country, bro. Like without a shadow of a doubt, bro. People looking at Cameroonians side eye, and then knows this, bro. Like he legit knows this.
It's not even just Cameroonians. You know what Onana's done? Yeah, Onana's forced me to do a Truth is Truth on black goalkeepers. How we really feel now.
Nah,
That's what I'm going to
that's
be
crazy,
doing. Yeah, I'm doing a whole show because of Onana. Yeah, how we feel about black goalkeepers.
Listen, I'll take Shaka Hislop right now. I'll take him right now. Shaka Hislop in
That's
goal.
right. Yeah. Nah, but
I'm talking about the age is at right now.
Shaka is
I
also
yeah, go on, Riri.
Shaka was also Trinidadian. I don't know about them African goalkeepers.
Hey, and then we didn't mess up Onana. Onana messed up United. It's the other way around, bro.
Yes, brother.
messed up
Let's get back to
big
this.
time.
Let's get back to this.
No, I don't know, man.
Saying that though, so okay. Did you find that article about Eze, by the way, Peter?
Bro, I tagged you, bro.
Yeah, it's in the group chat.
In the group chat, Joe.
All right,
Let me tag you again.
Pav, what's your thoughts on like how they're moving though? Like with this, like with all these, you know.
I'm not getting happy, and I'll tell you why.
No,
Until I don't see.
No, I'm not asking about like happy, but like all these coming out this early, like the season just finished.
They have to do it. They have to do it because look, like people were talking about the share price the other day, and they got to raise that up as well. Yeah, you've had the worst season. Yeah, the fans are pissed. That stadium was like, I'd say about 40% empty on the weekend.
Right.
So many empty seats, and I'm thinking, what was the point now? You lot might as well have gone to the last game as well. You've been turning up, getting dominated. You've been sitting there in old brothel because it's not Old Trafford anymore.
Right.
Nah, it was full, bro.
Nah, bro, there were so many empty seats, bro. So many empty seats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
people I know who go to the game, people who I know who went to the game said there were so many empty seats.
Do you guys feel like they were sitting on that Cunha news and waited
Of course.
to drop it?
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
And they drop it the very next morning. Yeah, like
Absolutely.
we knew that was coming. I think a lot of people said they'll do like a little PR stunt, try to give the fans something, but I will not take this transfer window serious until I see the club bring in an elite level striker. I'm not going to be happy if we don't get an elite level striker. Yeah, you can bring in the goals with Burma and Cunha. It won't be enough to get Champions League football.
Quick question then, because it looks like the lap might be trying to snub us, by the way. It's being reported that, he's being looked away. So if they don't get their top target, who is Liam Delap, by the way? How likely do you think it is that we are going to get a top striker, bro? Like, let's be honest.
Personal terms, bro.
Yeah, the Peter put in another article. So I think Rob Dawson saying that Man United are going to put the bid in.
Just because we've agreed personal terms doesn't mean he has to agree to come. What I'm trying to say to you,
they're saying it's on him. They're basically saying it's on him now, isn't it? That's what the article said.
Yeah, I think that's why Joe's saying that he might snub.
If he snubs us, it is what it is, isn't it? You go fight your place at Chelsea, innit?
What are you? I mean, a couple of people in the chat are saying Mateta.
No, I was about to say, would you prefer to go over? Who said no to Mateta?
Me.
Okay.
Mateta is not a United elite level striker. It's not what I get it. He's done okay for Palace, but I don't think we should be going for Mateta.
I understand where you're coming from. Trust me, I understand where you're coming from. But the only thing is that we can't be shopping in Harrods. We know that. We know that we're going to Aldi right now. We know that. So we can't really we're gonna have to kind of go that Premier League proven route. And I say proven because it's not like Mateta's been doing this for 10 years, but we're gonna have to kind of go a different direction before we can get to the direction that we want to go to. Because listen, Champions League, we wouldn't be talking about Mateta right about now. We're talking about Gyökeres, we're talking about all different people, but we can't talk that because we all know that everyone's on this Champions League bandwagon, and it is not there. So how is Liam? I'm thinking of his dad. How is my man even contemplating not moving from Ipswich to come to us because of Champions League, bro? And
then it's such a troll, bro, like legit. But the lad don't want to f up his career at United. The man's in what's it? What do you guys call the second tier of football there in
I'm saying championship? Do you see what I mean? Like, this is why it's mad. Where it's like, so I understand what you're saying. Listen, if, for example, we had Champions League and was talking about getting Mateta and talking about getting Delap, no one's getting overexcited because we know what level we need to go to. But we can't negotiate for them type of players right now. So what do? We can't just stick it out with Hoyland. We can't just stick it out with Xerxes. We're gonna have to try.
We're not sticking it out with Hoyland, bro.
Yeah, 100%. They might as well sign me, and I've got a broken back. Do you see what I mean? But what I'm saying is that we're gonna have to do something.
Hoyland needs to go, bro. Like even if they can't sell him, that you've got to go on loan, bro. He's got to go on loan.
He's got to do something.
I think they're looking to keep him as backup. If they don't manage to get 2 strikers in, which I can't see happening right now, I think everything's going to depend on outgoings. Yeah, I think so. Who was it that said that they can't be happy until they see outgoings? It was you, Leon, innit? Yeah.
Yeah. So I need to see the outgoings.
No, Pat said the same thing.
I need to see it happening. I need to see Rashford gone. I need to see Sancho gone. We need to see these things happening.
You see that name right there? That name just like. It makes me twitch, bro. Yeah, that name it makes me twitch. It really makes me twitch, bro. Because
okay, okay, go on, talk to me about Sancho.
Nah, but I've been saying it for time though. Like, it's not confirmed that Chelsea's gonna keep him. You know,
send him back. They're giving us 5 mil.
It's up in the air, and then who's gonna take this man, bro? Like, legit, who's gonna take him?
Bro, send him. I don't know, Red Cross. Send him to Red Cross, maybe.
Yo, and everybody's like, oh, he hasn't played under Amorim, bro. If he did what he did to Rashford, and he's doing what he's doing to Garnacho, you honestly think he's gonna put up with Sancho shit? That's not gonna happen, brethren.
I just don't think he's going to get a chance because of the club as well. I think that one's going to be completely out of his hands. There's certain transfers right now as well, guys, that I think are going to be completely out of his hands. I think he might have a one, like maybe the Bruno one, but I think if they get a big enough bid, even that will be taken out of his hands.
I'm worried about the Bruno one. I ain't going to lie. I'm worried about the Bruno one. So I think if the money is right.
You're worried about it? You worried about losing him, or you worried about him staying?
No, I want Bruno to stay. Because I do feel like sometimes I think he gets mistreated because I know, listen, sometimes you need a maverick, right? And I know sometimes the flicks are the wrong time or whatever. I understand all that. But if you're looking at the chances created, this guy is exceeding everybody else. But when you're feeding Hoyland, you're not going to, it's not looking good for you. But I just feel like it can go both ways because depending obviously how we spent money, if, for example, a Bruno was to go for the right money, then if I had confidence that we was going to invest that and do the right things, that might be a different conversation altogether. But when you're losing your most consistent person in your team, that just doesn't sit right with me. Because especially where we are at now in the doldrums, I'm like, what does that look like without a Bruno? I'll be worried. Not even worried, scared, absolutely petrified to understand what that will look like without. No one could tell me that we'd be a better side without Bruno.
But right. I have a question. Go ahead, Peter. Go.
No, but you gotta cash in, bro. It's 30. So what happens after Bruno?
But that's why I understand this is where we're at.
30, yeah.
But then obviously, this goes back to the kind of how we spend money and what we're gonna do kind of thing. Because there's no point sending him gone. I don't care about his age right now. That's not my money. So it's not about sending him away to do what. To rest on what? That's my only concern, because I don't have full faith that that's invested in the right way until I see it proper. Like you goings in, comings out, and it's looking like we're building something. Because if we just lost him right now, and they said, okay, you know what, we're going to sit on exactly what we got now. Do you have full confidence, regardless of the money? Because the money's not. Where's the money going to? That's my only concern. That is my only concern. But yes, you're right. The age, someone slapping that cheddar on your front door, that's a no-brainer. That's why I feel it would happen if it goes to the
you guys keep saying, if the money's right, it's not only about the money. Bruno, I don't see Bruno going to Saudi or going over there because Bruno still wants to win big trophies.
He's not a cash guy, but
he's not. I don't think Bruno is a cash guy. I don't think he's a give me the money. He's not one of these young youths out here who's just looking for the money to like help their family out because they come from, they come from the favelas, or they come from a poor background, or they come from, you know what I mean? He's not one of them dudes. And he still wants to make, he still wants to win things. So for me, I think it's which club comes in for him as opposed to how much money they want to offer for him. I think
yeah, sorry, go on.
No,
I was going to say, you see what I think is going to happen. Ruben Amorim wants to keep him. I can tell by the comments he makes he wants to keep him, innit? I think Bruno wants to stay. Yeah. But if Ineos can't sell the likes of a Rashford or a Sancho, they can't raise the funds, he's going to be the casualty to bring in the funds. You know this.
No, I hear it, Pav. Like I hear what you're saying, and like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying if the money comes and he wants to go and the money is there not to take it. I'm saying that, but where Saudi is concerned, I'm a little iffy on that, because if he don't want to go to Saudi, he could be like Casemiro and be like, "Yo, I'm not going there. I don't want to go there."
I think Bruno would go because he would want to help the club out. I think he's that sort of guy.
Bro, where trophies are concerned, though, it'll be a toss-up between helping the club out or him winning trophies, and he wants to win big trophies. So that's what I'm saying. If a team like Atleti or maybe Juve or one of those teams that still competes in the European Championships, he'll more so think about going there than I think Saudi, because I don't.
But really, was it like when we accepted bid and he said he doesn't want to go? What does that say for? What's that going to say for? Where does he stand there?
Your hand was in front of the first.
Well, because don't get me wrong, the Casemiro thing was a bit different, right? Casemiro's on big wages. I don't want to go nowhere. But Bruno's always said he'll do whatever the club wants me to do, right? So let's just say they slap a 110 right now, 110, 115, and we accept the bid, and then he's like, realistically, I don't really want to go. What do you think he does then? Do you think he sits there and still plays for United and the badge and want to be here and win it? Or do you think he then throws his toys out the pram? Like, what does that look like then?
I don't see him as a man throwing the toys out the pram. Like, I don't see him as that kind of player. I don't, his personality doesn't match that particular definition of what you're saying. You know what I mean? He's not that kind of player. So I don't
think he'll do that, but where my concern is.
Just the fact that it's where that's offering the money gives me pause, and that's not giving me pause because like I said, none of these players hold significance for me. Any of them can go, depending on the money. Any of them can go. I want my club to do well, so club first before anyone, execs, manager, players, whatever it is. But what I'm saying is, for this particular player, everybody's talking about the money, and I hear it. But coming from somebody that money for me is not everything. Yes, money helps a lifestyle, but it's not everything. I think with him, it's not everything. Winning for him is a lot more important than money. That's what I'm saying.
And the thing is, Riri, it's also a World Cup year, right? The players that we're trying to get rid of, if you want any participation in next year's World Cup, you might have got to take a wage cut and find yourself a new club. Because I know Rashford wants to be in that World Cup. Sancho probably don't care. Yeah, Luke Shaw. I don't know. He'll probably be injured and be ready in time for that World Cup, no doubt.
That man will be in a bar partying somewhere, bro.
Even I don't know. Maybe even Maguire, thinking, am I going to get game time next season? Because I think he drops down to last choice centre back, really. Him and Lissandro, innit? Again, Lissandro might be another one thinking, am I going to get game time? I've had so many injuries. Maybe I need to go play elsewhere, lower pace football to be in that Argentina squad and get time. But a lot of these players need to think, and the people that are coming in as well are going to be thinking, because we're not in, like I said, we're not in European competition. It's one game a week.
Right.
So their players incoming are also going to be thinking, am I going to get a game time? Are they lying to me, or what is the project? what's my place in this team?
Right.
Project is a smaller squad, isn't it? That's looking like what the
Yeah,
project
because
is.
they're saying they're bringing it down from 31 to what, in the mid-20s?
Yeah.
Yeah,
22, I think.
yeah, 25 to 22, something like that. I heard around
You want to
25.
ask the panel about that question there?
I do. As I
Go,
left
Also-
Peter. Go, Peter. Go.
What?
That question.
No, I wanted
everyone.
to.
Did you not read his story, Tommy? Did you not read his story? How he's been crying and he's been
Yes,
bare
crying.
upset.
No.
Like
No.
Your
I
story.
want to address something else here. I see in the comments, sell Licha. First of all, who will buy a player with a torn ACL? Like, who in the right mind will buy a player with torn ACL? Second of all, once he's fit, he slides in the starting 11. At the exact moment, once he's fit, he's in. Him, Yora, and Delict. I don't want to hear this Maguire chat, yeah? Joe Blackman, talking to you, bro. You said Maguire is better than Delict. Have some shame. You and other people.
Right now, currently, he's been helping a lot
No,
more.
he's not. No, he cannot
bro.
touch him. He cannot touch him.
Anyway, we'll see. But let me ask
Peter,
this question.
Peter, I'm just gonna say I think Maguire's and Leach's time's up, bro.
Sorry?
No. You guys are going to start a whole different argument. No, stop talking. No, 1 second. I'm asking this question. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. This question is asking, should we keep Anthony since his loan's gone well?
I think Peter already answered.
No. Listen, he said he was stepping over dead bodies while going to school. He was built for it, and now he's crying in the interview. Bro, send him, bro. Send him. Ship him. Ship him, bro.
That's
like in that interview he done, he's talking about he's been crying like it's the worst time of his life and all this. And I was like, why would you want to come back to United then? Like, but bro, he said it was like some of the worst days of his life and stuff, being what he's had to obviously endure, not being part of the team and things like that. And
there's a reason.
I don't.
Shit.
Bro, you hold up. You can't grow up in the favelas or claim to grow up in the favelas.
He was saying that he couldn't even play with his son or anything because the atmosphere at United was that bad that it affected his home life.
Please, when you grow up in the favelas,
a week,
and you out here complaining about little pressure in a football club, something's wrong right there, bro. Like there's a disconnect somewhere, bro. Like legit, there's a disconnect somewhere. So, Betis better come in with an offer, or somebody else better come in with an offer, bro.
They're gonna come in with a low ball team. They're not.
Well,
again with a loan, they'll come in.
Maybe the allegations of him not being Brazilian and probably from Peru or El Salvador or Dominican Republic or something like that is true.
Bro, he just got called up to the Brazil team, bro.
He's from Bolivia, bro.
Shout out.
You know what? Yeah. Speaking of all these people that we need to get rid of, then So okay, we've got the likes of Anthony that needs to go.
Right.
So not be named in front of Riri.
No, you could name it. It just gives me a tick, man. Like it legit gives me a tick when I hear that brother's name, bro.
Sancho, yeah. Obviously, who else needs to be
sure? Maguire.
Sure.
100%. Sure. See you later.
Nah, look at this guy.
Listen, hold on. He's not going though. He's not going. So I'm talking about the ones that we actually definitely think
Casemiro needs to go as well. Casemiro's time is finished for me.
Casemiro, yeah.
Well, the people
we already know he won't be part of the team.
Don't forget about the people that are just walking away because contracts are finished, like Ericsson,
Onana,
Evans.
You wish. And what's his name in the back line? Evans,
Lindelof.
gone. Yeah, walked away. So the squad is thinning out just naturally by itself. First of all, yeah. Lindelof walking away. Yeah. What we
Hoyland, Xerxes.
Bro,
the whole team.
Nah,
I don't think Xerxes is going anywhere.
No. But what I'm thinking
Hoyland, however, I think they're gonna send out on loan if they can't get a sale for him. You also got Malacia, who's out on loan. That needs.
If we only get one striker, I don't think he's going out on loan. I don't think he'll be going anywhere if he only get the one
Xerxes would
striker.
be the striker.
He won't be the striker, bro.
Bro, listen.
Everybody keeps forgetting Malacia's out there also on loan, you know.
No, PSV will buy him. Listen, Cunha, Mbuemo, and Xerxes, versatility, bro. They can all play the 3 positions in the attack. So that's not true that we'll have only one forward. We have 3 right now. I mean, 2 without Mbuemo, but it will be 3. They
Wait,
can all switch, all 3 of them.
All you ex fiends. Did Casemiro post something on X?
No.
I ain't got X, you know.
I don't either, Leon. I'm not. I don't support that. I can't say it on live stream.
He didn't post anything. He posted about Modric 6 hours ago.
Okay, never mind. All right, cool. Well, listen.
I think, to be fair with him, I think his contract is up next year. Is it?
Yeah.
I think Amarim's gonna keep him just to have some kind of maturity on the team and on the bench. He might not start. He might not start, but just to have him there in the team for some of these young players, I think Amarim's gonna keep him. But that's just me and how I see it moving. But the 2 main guys for Amarim, I posted a picture in the group chat, and I'm all about body language. I don't go on what people say, because people could say a lot of things, but when you watch their body language could be saying something completely different, and their mouth saying something completely different. So I'm never, I learned that when I was doing psychology in college. You see those 2 guys that are standing on either side of Amarim? Those are his guys. Look at him in the middle of that picture where they're standing on the airplane steps. Those are his guys. Those 2 guys are his guys. They're legit his guys.
That was Bruno and someone else, right?
Bruno and Mount.
Yeah.
But we know. Like he's been talking about Mount.
Forgot about Mount, man. My God, that guy needs to go as well.
He sees. I don't know what he. You see the body language though? You looking at the picture?
Yeah, he ain't going anywhere, man. That's his. Yeah, I get it. That's his babies.
Yeah.
And
I don't know what that man sees in Mount, bro. Like, I don't understand it, but yeah, man.
You gotta keep the English quota as well, so someone has to stay.
Sure.
You cannot get rid of everyone.
Why Shaw's still here.
I mean, you got to keep the English quota.
That's why.
Like, Luke Shaw.
It's not really the English quota. It's homegrown quota, bro.
Homegrown, yeah, as well.
That's
but
why.
That's why Garnacho counted as homegrown. Garnacho counted as homegrown, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he ain't.
He does. Rashford does. But now we got who we got. We got Obi. We got Kobe.
No, Obi did not count. Does not count.
Obi doesn't count.
I think so. He's like 16. He needs to be 3 years from
17.
15 to 21. Yeah, one more year then he counts.
Okay.
Who?
Obi.
Oh, I thought you said Kobe. I was like, wait, Kobe's only 17.
No.
Obi.
I thought Obi would count for the new season. So, but Peter is saying no. It's 1 more year.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3
but
years.
So you have Kobe. You have
Ahmad
Kobe,
as well.
You have Ahmad. Mount counts or Mount doesn't count? Because this
counts.
is like I said, only last year I learned about this quota or whatever.
No. You can train in whatever club in England. You count as homegrown.
Okay.
Like Mount counts.
Okay, so
Mount
then you got 3 right there. What's the max that you're supposed to have in a team?
I think like
7. I think it's
7, 8.
I think it might be 8.
But you can have.
I'm going from Football Manager. 8.
Yeah, same.
I don't think it's in a match day team. It's as in this your registered squad.
Yeah, registered squad.
Actual squad.
No. Yeah, I know it's the actual squad. So I'm saying you got Kobe, you got Ahmad, you got Mount, you got Harry. These are people that I'm thinking are going to still be here come the start of the season in August, right?
You got Heaven. Heaven's counts as one now.
Heaven. So you got 5 right there. And you're saying you need 2 more? That's a lot, brethren.
But if you don't have enough, then you have to leave more space in the squad. Once against the football manager thing, you just have to leave more space.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah, and
that's
just
a lot.
maybe
That's
they'll
7.
promote youth in it.
Why you gotta be
Yeah.
7? That's crazy.
Someone in the chat might be able to confirm it, but I'm sure it was 7.
Someone's saying it's 7 in there now.
I mean, well,
Tom Heaton, yeah, Tom Heaton as well.
But he
Yeah, Tom Eaton, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Tom. I forgot about
he extended his thing.
He will. He will.
They're in talks
Fabrizio
still.
said. Fabrizio
It's
said.
probably why they're trying to extend him, just because of that. Because they don't have to go out and buy or anyone or push someone through the academy that they don't want to.
Did we say Maguire? Did we say Maguire as well?
I did. I said Maguire. Is the lap English?
Yeah.
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 Well, then
He's not
if we get the lap, then
I don't think Ireland or Northern Ireland have tried to claim him yet. So if he's eligible,
well, if
Hamas,
we get
yeah.
the lap, then that's your 7 right there, no? Because we're getting rid of Rashford. We're trying to get rid of Sancho. You know.
Ryan, that's
obviously Rashford and Sancho would have been 2, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Pop. So if we're getting rid of 2, we gotta fill that, right?
Wheatley.
Oh
Bro,
yeah, Wheatley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
that
Toby
guy's
Collier,
not even been part of the squad.
Yo, does
Hamas.
anybody know what happened
Yeah,
to
Collier and Amas as well.
disappeared.
He's
What about the
injured.
left back? Yes.
Hamas, Fredrickson, all of them
Hamas.
count.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
are they gonna keep those guys? Are they gonna send them out on
course.
loan to like?
Oh, they got the Amas and what's that guy's name? Fredrickson. They've got to go out. So does Cheetah. He's got to go as well somewhere. Collier. I don't know because that guy gets injured. He's like, if you look at his record for injuries, yeah, he picks up a fair few injuries at a young age.
Not Dan Gordock.
Dango.
Dango standards on the floor.
We don't know. We don't know who we're going to have in the team next season in terms of who's going to promote, because they're going to have to be a fair few youth in there just to even make up the homegrown quota. Maybe that could be something that they're going to try and utilize this season in terms of not spending too much money, depending on who leaves. Okay, because this is the question I wanted to ask before we got so lost in translation. Yeah, how many of these players that we're trying to get rid of do you think we're actually going to get rid of? Like, say if we need, because we can all name like half the team right now that we want to.
I wish you had a list on screen, like a little
Show the squad if you can.
spreadsheet.
Show
What's
the
the
Man
best-
United squad.
Squad list.
Man United website and go to the squad.
This is why I can't get too excited because I think we're gonna still be with a bag of these people in the club.
We'll sell them.
We need
We'll
to
sell the
though.
one on loans. We'll sell the one on loans.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I know for sure. Anthony.
Do you feel Rashford? Do you feel?
Not coming back, bro? Like,
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Rashford, Anthony, obviously Sancho. I know just those 3 main ones in my mind. There's like
3 ones. They're going. They're going.
they need to be gone.
They're going. Casemiro as well needs to be gone. 300k a week for what?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, go. Like Bruno, I don't know, but
Say in Burma. What did you just say? Sorry,
Bruno. He said Bruno. He doesn't know.
Bruno. All right, here we go. Ta-da. This is the Manchester United men's team. All right. So
everybody but Tom Heaton.
Yeah. Tom Heaton stays. Quota.
right. So going down.
Lindelof is gone.
Yeah.
So Mazraoui and Delict stay.
Yeah, they will stay in standard.
They will say, bro, why are they showing like?
Malacia is going to PSV as according
Why
to
are they showing like he's died, bro? Like, like you need, bro, just remove him. Just remove him. Like, what is he?
Hey, that is bad, isn't it? It does look like it's like one of them like funeral photos, man.
Memorial. Fucking hell. Okay, so
Hey, maybe that photo was like that after his injury because no one knew where he was.
I understand. I forgot.
See, out of those 3 goalkeepers, the only one everybody would keep is Tom Heaton, right?
The only one
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
should stay is Tom Heaton.
So
Lindelof
goes.
gone.
Lindelof,
Lindelof's out of there.
Malacia gone.
Malacia gone.
They stay.
Evans gone.
Shaw.
Luke
He's
gone.
gone.
Evans
Shaw-
gone.
Evans.
Shaw.
I wanted Shaw to. I want Shaw to work so badly.
No, Leon.
No. Not like recent times. But you know what?
Sorry. He deserved that.
So everybody but Shaw.
I know
Evans.
what he was gonna say. Like he was just hoping that it worked out for him, but injuries messed him up.
You know what I'm saying? But no, he can't. He has to go.
Me as well.
Right.
All right, so Shaw needs to go to the nearest McDonald's.
Johnny Evans as well.
Johnny Evans is gone.
Oh God.
Other food outlets are available.
Yes, other food outlets. We're looking for anyone that wants a mascot.
All right, I've got 10. All right, let's go. So how much people how much people have we got so far that needs
Okay,
to
so you got Onana, Bayendier,
Bayern there.
Lindelof,
Malacia.
Malacia, Evans,
That's 5.
Luke Shaw.
Shaw. 6. We're on 6. We're on 6 so far.
Yeah.
6.
Okay, so 6. Now let's go back to it. Then let me try and where is it? Here we go. Okay, moving down.
They stay.
they're probably gonna go.
Loan.
Okay, so you're gonna say loan, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but not sell. Only 6 for sell.
6 for sale so
6.
far.
6. We've got 6. 6 for sale. 6.
And 2 for loan, yeah? 6 for
2
sale.
for loan.
Don't count the loans.
No. We gotta count them because obviously then we gotta see what we're left with
All right. So
in
so we're
terms
on
of players.
Ericsson's gone. Ericsson,
Only
9.
Ericsson.
Gone, so that's what?
9.
7.
7.
No. That's
7.
no,
7. 2 loans.
Don't worry. 7 for sales, yeah, and 2 loans. I'm
2
doing the sales
loans,
and
yeah.
loans.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so 7, right? I would love to get rid of Mount, but I know that's not happening. So let's just move on.
Casemiro.
Casemiro.
So it's time to go.
He's not going to go though.
No, I think he might. I actually think he might.
I'm going to put a question mark on that one then. Question mark. Yeah. But so that's 8 potentially. Toby Collier, Dan Gore. What do you think? Loans?
Keeping Collier and Gore can either go be sold or loan as well.
He'll go.
Where is
Like 22.
Gore?
I don't know. I think he went to like League One or something.
Preston or something.
Oh, don't tell me where he's gone. No one cares.
Great one was in the chat. You're the one who said that Dangle was better than Cobby. So where is he? Like, do you want to let us know?
Right. Moving on to the forwards now. The forwards are here. So
Hoyland.
Sell.
loan or sell? Let's be honest.
Sell. We need
Sell
money, bro.
Sell first. If we can get a sale, loan.
I'll sell him.
All right, so
Sell.
9.
Rashford sell.
Rashford,
out.
Rashford,
I'll keep Xerxes.
Garnacho.
Garnacho sell. Anthony sell.
Anthony sell.
Sancho sell. Wheatley
Sancho
sell.
sell.
You can go as well, man.
Right, so that's
Wheatley
Open
sell.
there and put a loan.
yeah. Wheatley,
Sell or loan for Wheatley, innit? Sell or loan, either one's fine.
I'm gonna put him in the loan. I'm gonna put him in the loan category, yeah, for Wheatley, yeah. But so here's what we've got so far. Pete, we have 13 players that we want to sell out of this team.
And then what's left? How many's left?
13.
13 players that we want.
Currently 31, I think. Currently 31 senior squad. So minus 13 would
So then
be
you got 1, 2,
what?
3, 4,
18.
5, 6,
18.
6. Wait, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11,
It's 18.
12, 13.
Right.
Go down. 14, 15,
16.
16,
17.
17,
17.
yeah, 18.
18.
All right,
Oh,
Peter. We hear
18.
you.
Because Obi. But hold on, didn't someone say he needs to
No. You didn't count Toby, so Toby is the 18th.
count Obi? Was it Toby or Obi?
Toby.
Toby Collier.
Obi calling.
Did we do Obi though? Did we do Obi though?
No,
We-
they were
I
we
said
saying
always
they
he's
were
got
saying
he's got
Obi
he's
should
got to go
on loan.
loan, innit? That guy's
Yeah,
got to go on
yeah.
loan.
Go alone, seriously.
Everybody agree with Pav on that one that he's got to go alone, or do you think it should be developed here?
Nah, he's got to go, bro. That
No, I
guy
think
looks
he's
weak as
gotta go
hell,
on
bro.
loan. He's gotta go on loan to like either a Prem
I
League
said it.
or
I said, like, tell Ipswich, give us. Obviously, they're gonna accept. If we put the bid in for the lad, they'll accept it. Man United should say to McKenna, look, can you take this guy for 2 years? You don't even have to pay his wages. We'll cover the wages because they ain't gonna be much.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea at all. And we know he'll get good development under McKenna as well.
Yeah,
Let's
McKenna
be-
as well, innit? You'll get that.
Manchester United tax and all that. So yeah, do you know what? That's not even a bad idea. I like that idea. Okay, let me remove this. Let me just remove. So do you know what? Yeah, looking at that now. Yeah. So if we only have 18 players left, and they're not all senior players, let's face it. Yeah. What are we gonna do then? And that's not even the. We might even sell somebody like one of the main guys, like Bruno. Are we really looking forward to this transfer window being comfortable, confident enough that Ineos is going to sort that
But if
out?
we have so if we have 18 players left, and they're saying they're cutting the fat off of the team, they're bringing it down from 31 to Pav. You said what, 22 or 23?
Yeah.
22 to 24, I think it was.
22 to 24. So if we have 18 left, that's just an additional 5
Six.
players or
Yes.
6 players we got to get in.
And one already through
We
the door.
already
so
got one, Cunha. We already got one.
we got the second one, maybe Delap
That
as
good,
well.
though.
Well, yeah. I mean, if
Is that a good idea though? Because look at the if we're getting rid of this
bro, they
we've
got
got those players.
at the end of the day, Joe. They got. If you look at it, they gotta go, bro. I mean, 3 of them are already going on a free. Evans gone. Lindelof out to that 13. 3 of those
6.
are.
This
on a
is
free.
why. This is why I think Xerxes goes, because they're bringing in Thames, right? Xerxes ain't good enough to be a striker, nor is Hoyland. I said it before. We need 2 strikers. I think both of them 2 go. I think Xerxes goes on loan and Hoyland gets sold, because I think there was links of Xerxes going on loan, sitting at Milan.
Yeah.
I don't
But what's
believe
Xerxes going to be? A third choice number 10? Because Mason Mount's still going to be there.
These players.
he'll be a second striker,
It's a
bro.
good point, you know. It's a good
He
point.
coming
You got-
up anyway.
Or
He's
play
not a
him
starter.
or he might play him as a false 9. When
Amarim said, yeah, he said it. This is his words. He needs pace and power. Xerxes ain't pace and power. And nor is Mateta. This is why I was saying I don't see Mateta coming to the club. He's not pace and power. He's power,
Yeah,
but he's
but
not
do you,
pace.
as
power.
a striker, do you need pace and power though? You just need to know positioning in the box, and you need your 10s to cross to you.
But you need to press.
Yeah, but
You need to-
Mateta
I don't know.
has
I don't-
power. He might not
I
have the
don't-
pace, but Mateta can hold the ball up. I've watched him play at Crystal Palace. Like he can hold the ball up. So he
Yeah.
has the power,
on-
but he don't have the pace. If you're saying he doesn't have the pace, he has the power to hold the ball up.
On the ball, yeah, but I'm saying off the ball.
So-
Like, you need to press. Like, you need to press like crazy.
Hold-
in
hold-
this Amorim system.
I don't need someone to hold up the ball. I just need someone to bang in bare goals.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, bro, that's why.
Then that's the guy who's gonna be if he's positioned in the box. Like
I mean,
That's
he's only
why
scored 14
he's-
for Palace this season. It's not like he's a top level striker. That's what I mean. I think he's average.
That's why these scholars, these scholars need to find God, because I saw some scholars say that Delap is better than Gyökeres, and that pissed me off, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
that-
crazy. That's crazy.
yeah, no, that's crazy.
Because of a link up play, Delap has link up play. This guy does not have link up play, so that makes it Delap better. Go
Peter,
find a girlfriend.
I need you to stop reading X after a while.
No, but I need
because
to,
then
like,
you go down a
I'm
rabbit
bored.
hole and you let these people affect your brain, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
bored. Like I was
I'm
called out. Like
genuinely looking out for your mental health. Like you need to stay off of X after a while.
nah.
Does,
that's
does
not
anyone
affecting me.
feel that we can pull off a little shock with something though? Because there's still something in me that
Yes,
Says-
Gyökeres.
Yeah, Gyökeres. Yeah.
I ain't dead. There's
They're
something
coming
in
with
me.
Mate,
big-
I-
they're gonna come
I'm
with-
waking up in the
Nobody
morning and praying. I'm waking up in the morning and praying. The first thing that's in my mind is a prayer for Gyökeres. to come to
Yeah.
United,
Yeah.
bro.
They're gonna come with some, like to Peter's point. They have to do good PR, man, because it's been such a shit season, such a disaster of a season. Like in order to get the fans back on, like on their, well, I shouldn't say on their side, but to get fans back interested,
And
they're gonna have to pull some rabbits
If
out.
something like that happens, I ain't gonna lie.
nah, but what's
I'm-
United best? What's United best at? It's PR.
Yeah,
we are best.
I said that.
Always.
Let me tell you guys something.
That the PR.
Do you know what I did the day after we lost the final? So like a few days before, because I was so confident, yeah, that we were gonna get into the Champions League, I renewed all my memberships. I have three memberships in it, the full price ones, yeah, every year, right? I rang him up the very next day. The guy I spoke to, but that guy was, you could tell he was spare sad because that guy must have been picking up phone call after phone call from people like me. Run back my money, man. I was just like, run back my money, man. I don't even care. And do you know what? Because he knew what was what. He was just like, yeah, no problem, mate. That'll be in your account in a few days. I was like, yeah, but just run me back my money. These men have been losing money, bro. People are like canceling their membership or
so they're gonna have to do
season tickets, whatnot.
The Glazers are gonna have to do the reverse, where they take some money out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and infuse it into Manchester
Yo,
United.
NN, stop begging, bro. NN, stop begging, bro.
Do that. They're never gonna do that.
Yo, NN, don't worry, bro.
Bro.
You gonna get a new Nike Tech for summer, bro. Relax, bro.
Hold on. You know what?
His brother, yeah.
Wait, yo, this guy said he was gonna message me his details. Where's the message? How can I send you things through thin air? Are you a
This
madman?
man just wanna come on here and beg friend, bro, and beg money. Like this.
Joe, you know when I what's it called? Sent you your money, innit? Yeah. It wasn't like what NN's doing, bro. Like it was done pretty quick. NN just messaging, bro. What are you scared of?
Jesus, to send the message, bro. And you know what the funny thing is, yeah? This guy,
We're all in the same group anyway. You know his number.
don't worry about it. Just message me,
Man's
bro.
acting like, you know, you got rent to pay, and this is how he makes his money on a regular, bro. Like,
Nah, his mum's found out he's got money in it. She wants some of it.
I need my money. Man.
He needs to buy a school uniform, bro. So
You know what's funny? Yeah, you know what's funny? Like people owe me money, and you don't see me running them down like this either. Yeah, but
bro,
anyway.
that's what I'm telling you. Is either that youth's out of stash and he needs to go to the corner boy, or you know something.
No United fans, yeah, should be making any bets next season. No bets.
You know this guy,
1 year.
last thing,
Got to keep clean, bro, for 1 year.
Last thing I'm gonna say about NN, yeah. This guy is on here every single day, right? Do you know this man also was on UV? Why are these Chelsea fans so involved in our Manchester United?
Bro, because their fans of their teams are boring, bro. There's no content.
Get a membership. You
Bro,
got gifted.
the thing is,
today you got gifted a membership.
the thing is, we're massive, yeah. We're a massive club, so
Yo,
little people, yeah,
these
they
little
look up to
people,
us.
bro, they
look up to us.
How many content creators you know for Chelsea?
There's that little posh guy Rory.
Bro, I wish somebody had took a screenshot of that membership that he got today, bro.
I took a screen and listen, bro, you got
what, and then got a membership.
Yeah, on you.
Crazy. And what after what he said to El Captain, yeah, man's got his own membership.
You have to watch. You have to watch to get a membership, bro. Like you have to be in the chat.
Guys, anybody want to shout out their channels, anything that they're doing at the moment before we end the show?
I might have one in a few months. Just mainly for mainly for gaming purposes, but minimal probably like football content. But I think some people keep telling me to make one, innit? So I'll try. I need to know what equipment and that I need to. So
do you, brother? Do you? Honestly, like I was even speaking to Riri before, like so. Even myself, like shout out me. I'm just trying to kind of get into this myself, like the Jackman show.
Yeah, man. Y'all go follow Leon.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do
man.
a thing myself. So
Some
don't get me
support,
wrong.
man.
There's a couple things that are going to be coming out soon. I'm just trying to kind of get it out there.
And the thing is, yeah, like all of us always here, yeah, like on KG's channel, like try pull up on like everyone's channel, like even just to like. I saw Abs was doing a stream today. I pulled up in there, I was listening in. Like Bots is always like pretty much every day. Might not be on time, but he'll be there. And then obviously, just like you know, pull up on each other's channel, man. Just like if to find some time, hit the like at least, and you know, just subscribe, innit?
You know what I mean? But no, this is
Let me see if I find Leon's channel so I can like.
I always say, honestly, I always say it's a blessing because I'm just trying to kind of get out there. Like, really, like I've kind of taken inspiration from even like, shout out KG's thing, shout out. I mean, listen, the Jackman show. Listen, there's only one song on there right now, but I'm going to try and put some stuff out, and that's just everyday life, football chat, everything. I just want to do everything because I've got a lot to say, and sometimes I talk too much. Sometimes I even like sitting here.
No, I watched the videos that you post, man. That they were legit.
Yeah, but listen, all I'm saying is that same like what obviously Pav just said. Pav, just do your thing, brother. At the end of the day, just put yourself out there. Life is life, innit? Life is short. Doing something, just do it, innit? And it is what it is, innit? That's how I look at it. So, do you know what I mean? So,
I love that inspirational talk. What the hell? Show. I'm trying to find it, but I can't find it. You have to send me.
I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
Peter,
I already posted it.
Already.
Oh, all right.
Peter's my guy, you know.
Peter's on it.
My
Peter's
guy.
on it. Peter's on it. Peter's on it.
No, shout out you.
Go check out Leon's channel, man.
Shout out you, man.
Like and
subscribe.
I think I saw Tommy. Yes, I probably will be watching that game because I am a basketball nut also. Just as much as I'm a football nut, I am a basketball nut. So yeah.
I'll open a YouTube channel as well.
That's what you guys should be talking about. Yes, you guys can also catch Riri and Peter every time NBA live. Make sure you check them out there as well. They are
reckless NBA, man. Y'all pull up whenever KG has a.
And KG might be doing cricket streams in about 10 working years' time.
As long as he figures out who Mohammed Singh is, don't worry. He's coming.
But before we start a war up in here, guys.
No wars. Listen, we just need to be positive, man. We just need to be positive.
Entertainment.
Truth is coming. You got truth is coming.
And I've been more consistent. I've been trying my best. I've been doing my thing. I've been trying to be more consistent. So I'm gonna.
I hear you. That's why I had to rep. That's why I had to rep for you yesterday, bro. On a semi good, bad, and ugly. You know what I'm saying?
When this fraud tried to step in.
That one bots.
But yeah, guys, you know what? Thank you for all the support. Everybody that's been here today. We did keep quite a decent audience with us as well. So everybody that's watched from start to end.
Yeah, because I know it's late over there, right?
It's late. It's 12 o'clock now. But thank you for everybody from wherever you're watching. Like I always say, good morning, good evening, and good night. But please make sure you leave a comment if you're watching this later on, and smash a like if you're just passing through. My name's been Joe Blackman. Go check out my channel too. Peace.
Drop a bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KG's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Look at this.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. KG, this one's crazy.
You're too lucky this.
None can compare with the KG Don. Better take cover when he drops that. Going on reckless, trust it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
I said drop a bomb, Dad.